Welcome inside the Treehouse on this first day of 2024. And I hope everyone had a wonderful and safe New Year's Eve. And it's interesting because we haven't really delved into the resolutions or goals or anything like that for this year. But I think at this point, each year I go into each year wondering, is this the year where Tara's chicken math, really explodes? And we go from whatever, like 6 chickens that we currently have to many more.
Chicken math. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's chicken math. There's other types of math as well. There's horse math. There's chicken math. It's basically you say, I'm going to get a couple chickens, and 2 turns into 6. And next thing you know, you've got 75 chickens on a 50-foot catamaran off of Water Island in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Yeah, I'm specifically talking about the lady that Tara buys her chickens from.
What? Okay, I've been meaning to ask this for years. Why?
Why what?
Yes. Why? Why chickens? What happened?
Well, for one, the eggs are amazing.
Yeah, eggs are amazing regardless of what chicken you get it from.
Not true.
Yes, that is 100% true.
Trust me, you get a good egg from a good, farm free range chicken that eats well and is cared for as opposed to being kept in a cage, all the time. You can tell the difference in the quality of the egg. Trust me.
But you can't.
You can. And look, like there's even the lady that raises the chickens here on the island on her boat.
On a boat?
Yeah, that she lives on a boat and the chickens live with her, so they live on a boat.
Boat chickens.
She'll actually, boat chickens. What she does is she'll actually order the eggs of specific breeds of chickens from the mainland, so from the States, like from Florida or wherever.
Sure.
And they'll ship those eggs in, and then she hatches them. Right. So she orders them from a hatchery, and then she gets them on the boat. Then she hatches them, she raises them, and then sells them off to crazy chicken people like my wife.
Yeah. Okay.
Partly because the chickens on island chickens are very different than stateside chickens, because the chickens that are here,
they have an accent.
Go on, make some eggs now.
They listen to reggae. What?
Cock-a-doodle-doobie. That's right. No.
All right, look, I would love to dispel these horrific chicken stereotypes, but it turns out everything you said is 100% accurate.
Okay, so this is all white people stuff, right? Like the lady that has the boat chickens, is she a white lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she sells it to white people?
Well, there are other people, I'm sure, that buy her stateside chickens.
So you're not buying local?
No, this is definitely anti-local. Okay. Because the local chickens, those aren't owned by anybody. They are completely independent, free range, living in and around dumpsters.
Just Mad Max chickens everywhere.
Yeah. With little sawed-off shotguns.
Eggs are eggs. Eggs are eggs.
They're not. They are different. Plus, if you want meat from a chicken, it's also very different. Trey, you grew up sometimes on a ranch. You know the difference in chicken breeds. So, the chickens that we got from the boat lady, the boat chicken lady.
Uh-huh.
There are a few different breeds, and they're much larger than the island chickens. Island chickens tend to be smaller and scrawnier.
But who would win in a cockfight, the island chicken or the mainland?
You know what? If you make the wrong turn on one of these roads, you can probably find out. And my money's going to be on the island chickens because those chickens are from the streets.
You got hood chickens.
Yeah, these the chickens that come in from the States. I mean, those are, like I said, those are stateside chickens. They don't understand the mean streets of yeah.
It's just amazing, what white people will buy. It's amazing to me. It's the pet rock. You guys killed it on that. The hula hoop, solid white people move. And now, stateside chickens.
Hula hoops can be sexy though.
Can they?
In the right hips, yes, they can.
No,
imagine Shakira doing a 5-minute long hula hoop video. You'd watch that.
No, I would not. I'd be like, why is that grown lady using a hula hoop? Because she doesn't need the hula hoop to be sexy with the hips. Is that a visual aid for you? Let's go.
No, it's just an accessory to it.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
See, this is how it sells. This is the board meeting. Like, how do we sell this hula hoop? Put a chick in a bikini, and they're like, "Oh, white dudes will buy it." And then
Absolutely. I think that's part of the reason trampoline popularity surged during the Man Show's run.
yes, I mean but that was very very targeted. This is just a lady. This is just a crazy lady on a boat that likes to raise chickens, and then she's like, "White people will buy these," and you guys did. How many do you have now?
6.
You have 6 chickens.
You didn't seem really sure with that answer, Dan.
I'm not sure day to day what the actual number is.
Is this where chicken math comes in?
Yeah, because each day I wake up, I don't know if they multiplied.
Because I understand horse math, because like horse math is whatever number you throw out, multiply it times 100. It's like if they say, "Oh, that's going to cost $100," it's probably going to cost more, like 10,000.
That's horse math.
Horse math.
You guys have just like as an Indian person, you guys have bastardized math. Like it's the one thing that we cherish outside of the spelling.
Well, a lot of it, I think, it all falls under the subset of girl math.
Yeah,
girl math.
Yeah, but we as men know better than to call it that. That's why we give it the subset names.
Yeah,
horse math, chicken math, boat math is also a thing.
Shoe math.
What in the fuck are you people talking about?
when your girl goes to you go shopping and you ask her, "What'd you buy?" And she goes, "Oh, I got a couple pairs of shoes." That means she probably got 5.
Shoe math.
Shoe math. I'm gonna have to take this back to India and just blow people's minds with shoe math, chicken. Because I mean, we have it all. We have shoes, we have chicken, we have horses. Cow math. Can we do cow math? What is cow math?
Isn't that that's kind of your deal, isn't it?
Well, I think Indian cow math is going to be very different than Texan cow math, because in India, cow
ours
math,
is by the pound.
See that cow right there? 125 burgers.
That's very accurate, because like in India, the cow math will actually add up, whereas in Texas, cow math, it subtracts.
Cow math in Texas. 55 burgers and 12 belts.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com. You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
This segment of the Treehouse is brought to you by Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration. Give them a call for your free roof inspection, or if you need some remodeling done, or if a friend does, your mom does, some other family member wants, like maybe you wrecked a room over the holidays and they need to redo it. Be nice. Give them a referral to our friends at Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration. 833-COOK-DFW, or the website cookdfw.com. So, Raj, you were mentioning how white people will buy pretty much anything, and it's true.
Well, I mean, it is okay. Like, you're not going to get people like myself or people of color to just randomly buy boat chickens. Like, that's not a thing. So,
no. But I do believe that there are areas where all of our cultures and races meet in the middle.
Okay.
And that's porn. Because we all seem, I don't care what country, I don't care what continent, I don't care what color you are, even your sexual orientation, whatever it is. Everybody has their own kink, right? Everyone has some porn that they will occasionally look at. And one of the things I now look forward to every year, at the end of every year, is the Pornhub year in review. That's where Pornhub comes out and tells everyone what everyone has been searching for, so you can compare what your tastes and kinks are to everybody else. And that way you can see, well, am I with the weirdo, or am I actually more normal than I think? And it's really, really fascinating. So yeah, it's one of the things I look forward to at the end of the year. Pornhub year in review.
Okay. What are we? What does the year in review tell us?
It tells us a number of things, Raj. For example, I want you both to think about your average when your average session time when it's like you need some special alone time, or you
Mhm.
just need to just clear the pipes, because medically it's a good thing to clear the pipes because you don't want to
Yeah.
get backed up. That's bad. That's very unhealthy. So think about how long you normally take to do that, and I want you to bid a number in your head. Please, God, don't
Okay.
tell me. I don't want to know it.
Okay.
But the over under here, according to Pornhub, is 9 minutes and 51 seconds.
Okay.
The average self mutilation session. I probably shouldn't use that in this contest because some
No.
people are going to think it's actual mutilation. The average time for an individual to
Self-love.
self-love, thank you, Raj, is 9 minutes 51 seconds, so just shy of 10 minutes.
Wow.
So think about that again to yourselves. I don't want to know the answer. Are you
Right.
above or below? This is one of those over-unders, Trey. I don't want us into your bookie. Also, that's an average. So, I mean, there are some states that take longer, some that take less. Like Louisiana was on the short end. They like to get in and out in under 8.5 minutes, whereas Maryland really likes to draw things out a little bit, and they go an average of 11.5 minutes of
Wow.
self-love. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, that's not all that Pornhub discovered in their year-end review for the year of 2023. They also found 91% of all porn was watched on phones this year, including 93% right here in the United States.
Yep.
And are you curious how many of those viewers are women?
Yes.
36% of those viewers were female, which is up 12 percentage points from 2015. So, ladies watching their stuff is on the rise. And I'm actually kind of surprised that number, 36%, isn't higher.
Yeah.
Also,
Probably
searches.
There's a lot of housewives that aren't going to fess up to their Pornhub usage.
Yeah. God bless Steve Jobs.
He really made so many things possible for us.
He put the jobs. No, sorry.
The fact that you stopped halfway made it funnier. Searches, including the words, and this may be where the housewives come into play. Searches, including the words "big," "bigger," and "biggest," or up 177%. And if you're looking for a new person to follow when it comes to porn, the top searched porn star this year was Abella Danger, followed by Angela White and Eva Elfie.
All right.
Those are your top 3 searched porn stars on the Pornhub. Now,
gotcha. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Big, bigger, biggest.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Up 177% from year to year.
177%.
That's a big increase.
That's a bigger or the biggest increase.
Well, we don't know if it's biggest until we see a year in review for next year. But this year, go ahead.
I have figured out though that really is one of the great generational gaps that we have. Is no one, the younger generations, they don't know that there was a time where porn was not just at your fingertips. Like you actually
we refer to those as the dark ages.
Yeah,
they can't even fathom having to make do with a magazine.
No,
and not just any magazine, but the Sears catalog. When you're looking forward to the holiday catalogs from JCPenney and Dillard's and Sears, and not just for the Craftsman tools, that's how you know. That is how. And then if you occasionally get your hands on a Victoria's Secret catalog, oh my God, back in the day. Whew.
I just remember, like, when I was a kid, like, you had to befriend somebody whose parents had a stash. And again, they weren't good people. Like, my dad's got porn. I'm like, of course he does, sonny. You're 13 with a neck tattoo. Yes. Your parents
You're
have
making
porn.
wild assumptions about people, Raj. My dad had a healthy stack of Playboy, and I turned out mostly okay.
I said porn, not Playboy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. That's not exactly.
That was artistic. This is when you were like biggest. I'm like, why don't you just say black dudes? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, usually those searches get included on here, but for some reason it didn't. I will say one of my favorite things about the Pornhub year in review is the map that gets released. So you get to see what the most popular searches were state by state in the United States
Gotcha.
on Pornhub. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give you a few examples. Oregon is into nudists. Wyoming
Yes.
likes goth. Don't know why, but it is. Utah, no surprise, their top search term is Mormons.
I'm surprised it's not
Hawaii.
Mormons.
Hawaii, meanwhile, tends to take a more narcissistic approach. So the porn searchers in Hawaii actually just search for Hawaiian porn.
Or just the rock home videos.
Kansas is a big search term is close up. Minnesota is into tickling. Wisconsin wants to swing. Florida likes fantasy. Indiana wants chubby porn. And I'm not sure why, but Mississippi is into furries.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure you're all wondering, well, what about us? What about the great state of Texas? What is the great search term in the state of Texas on Pornhub for 2023? Creamy.
Texas, really?
Creamy.
Okay.
Like, don't get me wrong. In Texas, I know we like our gravy, but I don't want those two worlds colliding.
I'm never ordering at Luby's the same way again.
Have fun the next time you drive by Cracker Barrel.
That should be a new category at Waffle House. Smothered, covered in creamy.
Dan, is that conflicting with you? You know, Texas is creamy, and then, you know, I guess in the islands, it's going to be island chicken.
There are moments like this, Trey, where even though I've known you for many, many years, I don't like you.
At least you have content ideas for only Dan's in 2024.
Big and creamy. Those are the big takeaways. Big and creamy.
Big and creamy. That's going to be the new country pop sensation. Big and rich. Here's big and creamy.
Opening up for Jelly Roll.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
You're listening to the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
This segment of the Treehouse is brought to you by Brooks Plumbing. For any and all of your plumbing wants and needs, fun stuff, serious stuff, whatever it is, they'll take care of your pipes. Give them a call, 214-368-3838. Jacqueline from Brooks Plumbing loves those pipe puns, by the way. They all do. 214-368-3838 or brooksplumbingtexas.com. I wonder if they've ever gotten a call at Brooks Plumbing about something big and creamy clogging up some pipes. I'll have to ask them that.
Big, bigger, biggest.
Creamy, creamier, creamiest.
Yeah, see, that's good. That's going to be on the Waffle House menu now. I promise you. Somewhere there's going to be a list.
Imagine that when the waitress yells at you from behind the counter, like, you want that creamy, creamier, or creamiest? I ain't got all that.
Time to make the cream.
I saw that scene in Van Wilder and it almost made me throw up. Like this close to puking. That was some nasty stuff. Oh. All right, there was a great story that I think was a couple of months ago that we, for whatever reason, didn't get to, and it hit the floor of the Treehouse. But we decided in our New Year's Eve drunken stupor to pick it up and say, "Hey, you here in the Treehouse, you need to hear about this story. It's important."
Okay.
Because there are people in this world that have a tendency to not just fantasize about the things they want to do or the people they want to be. They actually go out and achieve it. And that's what this particular gentleman did. He is a true trendsetter. He is possibly an overachiever, but he's very obviously goal oriented. So you know how, like, when people will say, if you have a goal in mind, whether it's a resolution or just whatever it is, you could write it on like a vision board or something, or they just say to write it down and put it on the fridge, and it helps you as a daily reminder for that, to do things every day to achieve that goal, right?
Yeah.
This guy took it a step further, and he put his goal in tattoo form on his body. Yeah.
No.
So here we have a car burglary suspect with all gas, no brakes tattoo crashed during a police chase.
Please tell me this is in Florida.
It is. I'd love to share the wealth of stupid with another state in these great United States, because not all the stupid happens in Florida, but this is one of those where it really seems like the cream really does rise to the top in Florida. So this guy has the tattoo, all gas, no brakes. Raj, I'm going to let you guess where on his body you think this all gas, no brakes tattoo is.
I will take forehead for 200.
Ooh, that's actually incorrect.
Oh, no.
That is incorrect. Trey, I will now shift it over to you. Where on this gentleman's, and I use that term loosely, body, does he have his all gas, no brakes tattoo displayed?
Neck?
We have a winner.
Oh, neck.
Yeah. All gas, no brakes. In it's not really a Gothic font. It's actually an interesting font. I'm not even sure what font that is, and I like a good font.
Is it a Comic Sans?
It is not. That would have made it awesome. Because the Comic Sans font is the one that the internet loves to make fun of. And had it been that one, that would have been superb.
I think had it been Wingding, it would have been even better.
Oh, you mean like the
just symbols?
You mean like the new Twitter logo that Elon Musk has bestowed upon everyone?
Yes.
I can't unsee that. I saw it was, I think it's Adam Ruins Everything, actor, writer, comedian Adam Conover. I saw a post that he did a couple of weeks ago saying that, Elon Musk has been obsessed with X for years, and it's well documented. It's what got him fired from what eventually became PayPal, because Elon Musk wanted to call it X, and they're like, get the F out. And they changed the name to PayPal, and it became crazy successful. And now he buys Twitter for $44 billion, and he changes the name to X because he's obsessed with it. And the logo is the actual Wingding font from like our 90s computers letter.
Yes. Yes.
And once I saw that,
and just be careful, because 2 million Teslas were recalled 2 days ago for the malfunctioning of the autopilot. So be careful on those roads this year.
Yeah.
Says the man who just got into a car wreck.
He's speaking from experience.
Mine was a good old fashioned GMC van.
So, yes, in Polk County, Florida, a 37-year-old man with an all-gas, no-brakes tattoo ended a series of car burglaries with a crash during a police chase. Timothy Hogue was speeding in a 2006 Cadillac CTS when he crashed. There was a passenger in the vehicle with him. Her name is Rebecca Kozub. She was in that Cadillac with him. She's also a suspect in the car burglary. She was injured. Timothy is now facing charges of burglary of an unoccupied conveyance with an enhancement of crossing county lines, felony petite theft, fleeing to elude, conspiracy to commit burglary, possession of methamphetamine, no surprise there, possession of marijuana, because you got to come back down from the meth, possession of drug paraphernalia, because you don't just do that, freehand, and resisting arrest, although without violence.
Oh, well, good. Well, Timothy knows better than to be violent. Yeah.
It really does seem to me that this is an individual who has idolized Vin Diesel in the Fast and Furious movies so much that he shaved his head, because he's bald, shaved his head, and got the all gas, no brakes tattoo across the front of his neck.
Wow. On his, I always wonder this, like when you walk into a tat, like I have tattoos, but the guy who does mine designs them for me. I see them, he colors them in, we change it up. Who walks in and goes, let me get this? And then the guy goes, yeah, that'll be $300. Like, who does that? Like, if you walk in going, if I went to my guy, my buddy Jake, and I want all gas, no brakes, he'd be like, hey man, go sober up, and then and then come back when you're not on some sort of painkiller. We're not doing that.
Isn't that how most of the tattoo parlors in Deep Ellum survive? Is the drunk person goes in there, goes, give me I love chickens on my neck.
Trey,
wait, hold on,
Trey. That tattoo's not going on your neck.
Hold on. It said I love chickens. Now I have a question, Trey. Is it island chicken or stateside chicken or a boat chicken? Which one are you getting? It's very different. They do have at Lamar Street Tattoo, which is Deep Ellum adjacent. Lamar Street Tattoo has a gumball machine that has, like, like when you go to this the grocery store, like they have the little things with the plastic. You put $50 in, and and they'll tattoo it. Whatever comes out is what you get. You can't change it. And I've watched people, while I was getting mine done, watch people come in and just giggling like, here's the $50 and put it in, and whatever it is, that's what they get. Permanently on their body.
It's actually pretty brilliant on their part, because then that means they're going to get the return business when they decide that, I don't want that, and they spend $450 to cover up the gumball tat.
No, the guy whose cubicle is not cubicle, but his chair is next to the gumball machine is the tattoo removal guy. It's the best. It's the best fucking.
That's the best
ever.
Business model. You get him coming and going.
And it's $150 to have it removed. So it's $200. Everybody wins. I'm like, this is just the best. Like, you got to see it. It's fantastic. But yeah. What is? I wanted to ask before we get done. What is petite felony? What does that mean? Do we know what that is?
It's Florida, so it's difficult to completely understand, because even their laws that get broken are weirdly worded. I've never heard of felony petite theft.
Oh, felony petite theft.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess it just means a small felony, as opposed to a big one. It's like in Texas, it's like state felonies are what, A, B, and C or something like that, right? Florida, though, I guess it goes. You would assume their felonies would go big, bigger, biggest.
That's a creamy felony right there, my friend.
But I guess they start with petite and work their way up.
That felony is big and creamy.
It's also barely legal. Thank you, Florida, for another content-rich year inside the Treehouse. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope it's a great year for you. We hope it's a great year for us. Many big things planned inside this Treehouse for 2024, and we want you to be a part of it. And so we invite you to do so. So stay with us, and be sure and bring a friend inside the Treehouse with you next time.